It's 10 p.m., which means it's time for Out on Top. Hello and welcome to our third episode. Today I'm joined by, well, you all can introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Allie.
Hey, I'm Will.
I'm Kenneth.
Okay, and this concludes our episodes of introducing new hosts, as Allie is our last host that we have to introduce. How does it feel?
I'm so excited to be here.
You can really get a gauge of Allie's personality based on her voice alone.
Oh, you guys.
You're gonna get sick of that phrase real quick.
You guys. No.
Today we ask the age-old question: what is the best genre? And when we say genre, we're thinking movie genres. That's what we have in mind. Although these could technically apply to literature as well, except for maybe biopics. I guess that's not really.
What about TV shows?
Yeah, and TV shows too. So I guess this isn't really movies, but we had movies in mind when we created this list. So what we're going to be doing is basically, if you're new to the show, we are going to be doing a tournament-based bracket or a tournament-style bracket where I just seek to find the best movie genre. We are in a new conference room just like last time, except this is not the same one as the first episode. Obviously not the same one as the second episode. And the sound in this room is pristine. Everyone make a sound just so we can acknowledge how pristine it is.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. I mean,
Will just shook his head and in shame.
All right, fuck you. Without further ado, I guess. Will, that mic stand is awfully low. Are you comfortable?
Yeah,
You wanted it that way.
All right. Without further ado, y'all know what time it is.
Round one.
This is the first time Allie's ever gotten to hear that, like, through the headphones.
Yeah, and it was nice.
Okay, so the first pair up that we have is Western versus fantasy.
Ooh.
This is okay.
Let's bring up movie examples for each. What's the best Western that y'all can think of?
The Good, the Bad, and the
The
Ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly, probably.
Yeah.
Why did I think of Rango?
That
I haven't
too.
watched Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I'm gonna be honest.
That's a fantastic
That too.
movie. Rango is good. It's like, did you know it's like a commentary on the drought that's going on? I just learned.
Oh wait,
that.
on the drought of what?
On the drought that's been going on in like
On
the world.
the world?
I don't know.
In like every part of the world?
All right, I didn't do that much research on it. I just
okay.
like that movie.
Not every part of the world.
Okay, and
was like Las
fantasy. What's fantasy? Is fantasy like Lord of the Rings?
I'm guessing like Lord of the Rings.
I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
I only watched the first. Was it first
No.
part?
I'm thinking
Lord of the Rings
unicorns.
is like a lot.
Think
Lord of
of-
the Rings is
Okay, but it's
fantasy,
mainly
adventure,
fantasy, right?
and action.
I'm thinking
all
Yeah.
like Disney
Okay,
movies
well,
too.
those things aren't mutually exclusive. Hey, Will, if you're holding the stand up, why don't you lift up the mic?
Well, no, I lifted it up to go like this.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. All right. First of all, what are y'all thinking right now?
I'm thinking fantasy takes this.
If you were to sit down and watch a movie and watch one of these, if you had to pick, what would you watch?
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
There's so much more.
Yeah, there's
I don't
there's a
know.
lot more options.
It depends on
Yeah.
what I want as an audience member. I feel
Are
like
you a Western boy?
I'm a Western boy.
I'm a
Westerns are-
Western. I'm a Western gal.
What's your what Westerns have you seen?
Yeah.
I've only seen the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I don't like. Okay, I
West
don't
Side
like.
Story.
No, I don't like.
That's not a Western.
I haven't watched too many fantasy. I was trying to think. I don't know why, but Harry Potter makes me think of fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry
So
Potter's
I guess
fantasy.
okay. Well, I guess that broadens it a little bit. I just think fantasy is so dependent on the world, which I am into less world building kind of films.
Really?
Yeah.
You really strike me as someone who would be like into the whole imagination
Yeah,
aspect.
I didn't take you for a Western
do.
person.
Fantasy takes
Yeah.
it's so much imagination behind it, which is great. But like,
Oh. But Western's so classic.
I just
But
what?
name some
It's just
Western
like-
movies.
I
that
only
you've
know this
seen.
like the Clint Eastwood like spaghetti western. Okay, well I don't know. Am I tackling this?
All
as
right.
like
Well, there's like a sort of subgenre of Western that I want to be discussed in the same sentence as Western. We got neo-Western. We have like Holes. That's a Western. Breaking Bad is a Western.
Oh, Western wins.
Django Unchained is a Western.
Automatically.
Yeah, I
Will
mean,
loves Breaking Bad.
Better
wait.
Call Saul. These are westerns.
Okay, maybe I revise my answer then to fantasy because I'm thinking of more modern examples of fantasy.
Whoa.
Wait,
And
what
it's
do you mean
not
modern?
just
Like,
okay.
what are
Like
modern examples of
okay,
fantasy?
like I was thinking of like Harry Potter, and maybe you could also. Oh, thank you so much. Maybe you could also say Percy Jackson. I love that. I also think that maybe. Okay, I don't know. Lord of the Rings, I haven't gotten into yet, so
You gotta watch it.
I gotta watch
think
it.
definitely,
Isn't
like-
that 9 hours of film.
9 hours
Nine.
of perfection.
Well, dude, I
Okay.
saw the first part. They were like in a cave for like.
I've never
more than
seen
an
it.
hour
I've never
or
seen it.
something.
So let's. I
It's
don't want
not
any
the first
spoilers.
part.
It's the first one. Yes.
Will, you're lifting
It's
up your
been
microphone.
out.
Raise the stand, bro. You're lifting up
There,
your.
it's perfect now.
You're so stubborn, bro. You won't listen.
Oh, this just takes more work. Fine. See, now I just wasted time.
You didn't waste time. Will just lifted up his
I think
stand.
Will really likes being
Perfect.
a podcaster.
You can tell these are our first 3 episodes.
Okay, all right. I think it's kind of funny though that as soon as examples were laid on the table, you guys completely swapped opinions.
Yeah.
I've never
Wait, so
swapped
you're
opinions.
Western?
Yeah, you
I,
said
that was a
fantasy.
joke.
Oh.
What was a joke?
Westerns.
So you
Just-
you think fantasy is better than Western?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just more vast.
It's fast. What does that mean? Fast.
Vast.
Vast.
Oh, vast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, fast. What is it? It's like the opposite of fast. Like so much world building.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think the audiences are more. As an audience member, I like being swept away. I just think with westerns, like there's so much excitement, and
There
like
is.
as a filmmaker, there's a lot to like. I watch. That's how I watch films. You know, there's a lot of excitement with how they put together those films.
Is Django a Western?
Yeah,
Django.
Okay.
Django one is definitely a
Yeah.
Western.
Yeah, okay.
Are you serious? Hateful Eight.
Yeah,
that's
I
a
was just about to
Western.
say.
Hateful Eight, Back to the Future Part 3.
Back to the Future Part
Oh my
3 is a
gosh.
Western.
I haven't watched it.
That's my least favorite Back to the Future, though.
Well, yeah.
No, it is
Absolutely.
not. Are you serious? It's so much better than Back to the Future Part 2.
Part 2 is the best one.
2 and 3 are close.
Part 2 is the best, like in the whole trilogy?
No, it's not.
No,
The first
but in
is the
terms of
best.
sequels, the first one's the best. but
All right,
the
we're not
sequels-
arguing Back to the
Okay.
Future today, but Back to the Future Part 3 is so much better than Part 2 on basically every level.
But does it beat out fantasy?
Ooh.
Okay. Like
Alone.
does like do
Wait,
all
so
those?
what? Sorry.
Yeah.
What are we all arguing?
I'm arguing for fantasy.
Fantasy? Fantasy?
We're all
Yeah.
arguing for fantasy.
Okay, well then what the fuck am I we even
Well,
talking
because
about?
I don't
Okay,
know what
we
happening
swap.
over
Because
here.
we were talking about it.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
I guess fantasy moves on to the next
Westerns
round.
are first round exit.
Wow.
Fucking Breaking Bad.
Okay, we gotta say we can't piss off the Western fans because
What?
you just brought up Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and those have
Well,
very,
Breaking Bad's the best show of all
Also-
time.
very
Let's get
adamant
that
fan
clear.
bases.
Better Call Saul is the best show of all time.
I mean,
No,
Jacob and Will
it's
are
not even 2.
the big
Western boys?
I mean, yes, I guess because they both really love Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
They are both
I mean, I
Western
love
boys.
Breaking Bad too, but
Breaking Bad isn't the
It's not.
it's not
Yeah.
it's not the archetype of westerns.
Right.
It's a neo-western. So I wouldn't.
Oh, Western sort of, but at the same time, not.
Well, it's Breaking Bad's a lot of things. It's got the romance, it's got the drama, it's got the comedy, it's got the west. It's everything. But
Exactly. That's why it's the best show of all time.
Wow.
I mean, Better Call Saul is all of that and it's better written. But we're not here to argue about that.
right.
Moving on.
Woo.
We have war versus horror movies. Come on,
Horror.
horror.
Whoa.
Let me think of
Yeah,
a war.
horror.
Well, what are some war movies like Saving Private Ryan?
Saving Private
Saving
Ryan,
Private-
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Would-
Come and see.
Oh shoot! I said Forrest Gump.
Not. It's not a war movie.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's more of
Yeah.
other things too.
Forrest Gump's
Definitely,
everything, bro. But
But
horror movies.
Come on,
Horror
like this is
movies.
kind
Are
of.
we classifying war as like? Is there like fantasy war? Is that or is,
No.
What is
No.
fantasy war? Like Lord of the Rings?
I'm like
when they,
Lord of the Rings. Like
When I say war, I'm thinking
like
there's a war.
it's
like human wars, right?
like
Yeah.
real war.
Like in
wars.
Harry Potter, there's a
like
wizard war.
there was that sci-fi movie that came out on Amazon a couple years ago, The Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt.
That
First
was
of all,
so bad.
That shit sucked.
That was so bad.
But I would never call that a war movie.
yeah,
you know,
okay.
Right.
So like yeah, like
So people, like
humans
war.
fighting like the alien race.
Real-
It's like
real
in a
horror
war.
movies.
Got it.
So in
I
that
will
sense,
also say I am recently very new to horror. Jacob and Will have
yeah.
showed me horror.
Yeah.
So I'm not even that much of a horror person, and I still
We
advocate
watched
for
Lily
it.
D.
I do want to point out we watched the first
You watched the
couple
scariest
episodes.
thing of all
We
time.
watched the first couple episodes of R.L.
Lily
Stein's The
D.
Haunting Hour, which, if you're not familiar with
Throwback.
it is a children's anthology
no.
for children under the age of
Allie,
7.
It
literally
said
said
for
for people
yeah.
under 7.
Okay.
We are grown adults.
Yes. But to The Haunting Hour's merit, I will say that it's a very well-written show. I do think it is a great show. You guys were all clowning it. I think it's a very good show. I think it, for its audience, for its intended
is
audience,
7-year-olds.
it's very mature.
Okay.
It's very mature for its intended audience.
It is.
I think, yes, I agree. It is a mature
We
show.
know you think that, Ellie.
Well, okay. It gave me the spooks a little bit. Not
A
gonna
little
lie.
bit. More like
Allie
a lot
Dolls
of
was
are
it.
screaming at the top of her lungs.
yeah.
Okay, when
at
they
Lily D.
they
She
had
screamed that when the doll rode a wheelchair. Like, I don't think there's a more unscarier scene than I don't even know what
she
that was.
kicks Grandpa down the stairs, and Allie's like,
Yeah.
no.
That was a
Okay,
great scene.
because they flashed her face and she was like scary looking, and then she pushed Grandpa down the stairs.
People
And-
have no idea what we're talking about.
For people who haven't watched the
That's
first
so
2
bad.
episodes, for people who
Wait.
haven't watched the first 2 episodes of The Haunting Hour, watch it right now and then come back to
It's
this
3.
episode.
It's 3,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Well, it's not the first 3. There was the Return of Lily D, but the first 2 episodes.
But the
were
whole
Lily D.
trilogy is on YouTube.
Wait,
Yeah, the whole
but-
trilogy.
Yeah, the Return of Lily D was the one with the grandpa.
And then go watch the review.
And then we watched, and then we watched the
What
review
was
by
the YouTuber's name?
Wolf Entertainment. I remember the shit by heart.
Wolf Entertainment. If you're listening to this, we would love to have you on because holy shit, that was the best
R.L. Stein.
That
What
was
was it called? Haunting Hour episodes.
Haunting Hour. That was the best hour I've ever spent in my life. Was watching his review.
Yeah, and you
Holy
know,
shit.
we did it all at like what? Like, what was it, like
3 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
Dude, I was cackling.
Okay, we're getting really sidetracked.
All right, yes.
But yes,
so-
horror.
Yeah,
This is why horror.
So
Yeah,
horror.
Horror
Because of Lily
is-
D. Horror. Whoa, Zane, everything okay over there?
No.
What?
Whose phone is this?
That's my phone.
You're getting spammed.
What the fuck?
Have
Whoa.
it on Do Not Disturb, Jacob.
Sorry. So first of all, horror moves on, right?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
saying horror.
Yes.
moves on.
Okay, horror moves on. There are great war movies out there, but,
But they're
think
kind
the
of the
point-
same. I'm gonna be honest.
hey, Zane, you wanna write the thanks, buddy?
Yes,
Something to
I.
say? I thought you had.
Okay, well, it's all right, bro. I can't horror. Yeah.
Horror.
Come on, what did you think, Zane? You think there's a single universe where war wasn't a first round exit?
Maybe if we were all veterans.
Hacksaw Ridge is a great
We're all
movie.
veteran.
Come and See is a great
that
movie.
is true. If we were all
we were all
veterans,
veterans.
maybe we wouldn't.
War would be
Maybe-
horror.
Like the people who fight.
Talking to
Wow.
the mic, Allie.
Boom.
I am talking into the mic now. It's just very strange to be that close to something.
It's okay. It's okay. Next up, we have kind of a niche one. We have experimental movies versus biopics.
Whoa.
I vote biopics.
How are we
You want
defining
biopics?
I
exper-
fucking despise biopics. Like almost every single one.
They never do the person justice, I feel.
It's always
But experimental is such an acquired taste. It's not something that you can.
But like,
how
are
do you
we going off our taste? Or
I have
like,
Yeah.
I have acquired an experimental a taste
How
for
experimental are we going?
What do you mean?
Like any art cinema?
like beeps and boops or like
experimental.
beeps and boops? What
That
is
could be-
that?
I don't know, just like
Oh, you mean just like
just
beeps and
random,
boops?
yeah, just like blobs of color and like shit like
Yeah.
that.
I just think there's a lot of artistic value in experimental movies. Like it's
Yeah.
just it's
yeah,
what-
but it's
that's
not like a
true.
movie I would like pop on like on a random day to watch.
That's true too.
Well, I
but
will-
are you popping on?
Yeah, I'd pop on the Social Network any day.
Okay, The Social
Okay,
Network is
well-
kind of the outlier because that's just one of the best movies ever made. But take
And it's a
Stand-
biopic.
take-
It's
I know,
really good
I know.
that we got to discount it.
No, I know, but that's
Exactly,
kind
yeah.
but that's no. The Social Network is the exception.
Like, what's the best experimental film of all time?
My favorite's Gummo. Fucking
See,
love,
like I hated that.
fucking love Gummo.
I didn't like that.
The-
Like,
the-
I just didn't get it.
I could understand it, right? Like, I feel like if I was like in any other universe, I would choose biopics because, like, yeah, they're like pretty. It's interesting to like learn about like someone
Yeah.
else's life.
It is.
And
Yeah,
I think
there's-
I would have chose biopics if I was like if this was like 5 years ago. But I appreciate.
I can appreciate
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
I watch like shit like.
But-
Do we sound pretentious right now? We probably
no,
sound.
we-
Well, okay, I think we need
pretentious.
to
Sound like
clarify.
film students.
I think we need to
Yeah.
clarify to the audience that 3/4 of us here are film majors. Will is an honorary film major.
Chemistry major.
Yes. But I feel like we had this conversation in class where it all depends on how you watch films and what do you look out for when you watch films. And I feel like with experimental, thank you. I have problems with mics, I guess.
I know.
Okay, with experimental, I feel like there's a lot to enjoy and dissect, and that's a fun part of that.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to be in a certain mood to watch an experimental film.
You do. I mean,
You do.
I like Rocket
Yeah,
Man.
that's true.
I like that biopic.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go as far to call Rocket Man like a full-fledged biopic. That is very much a stretch because that's more like a musical fantasy movie.
That's true. It is a musical.
That is not
It
Rocket Man
is.
is not. It's not the archetype for biopics, and neither is The Social Network.
But-
Your standard biopic is shit like Bohemian Rhapsody and shit like The Doors.
Oppenheimer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
I didn't think
8
about that.
Mile. 8 Mile is not really. It's like it's loosely
think
based on the life of Eminem. But
Wolf of
it's
Wall
not
Street.
Like all right. Fuck.
Oh.
Fine.
Schindler's
Well,
List.
Okay. All right. Okay. You got me. All right. Biopics. I've
Wow.
I've moved.
Biopics-
I jumped
I
ship.
mean, I'm still on with Rocket Man. I feel like that
That's
that could
right.
still be a biopic, and it's very good.
I think. Oh fuck. This
but
is
then also
hard.
experimental, like it's such a like for film and like appreciating film.
Catch Me If You Can.
Oh,
Well, that is okay.
12 Years a Slave.
We're losing it here. Okay, 12 Years a Slave. All right, fine.
I didn't
fine.
realize how many
Fine,
films
fine.
are,
I'm conflicted.
are biopics.
Biopic. I'm on biopic.
Who's on biopic?
Will's convinced
I
me.
am. Tick, tick, boom.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm on biopic.
But
But
Alright,
that's
just put biopic up there.
that's not really a biopic either. Catch Me If You Can and Tick Tick Boom are they're
Google says it is.
okay. Well,
Google.
Google also thought that fucking I can't think of an example here, but Google is fuck it. Biopics move on.
Yeah.
Google.
Yay!
Good job, everybody. Next up, we got crime versus sci-fi, which is that's a tough one.
It's really
Yeah.
tough.
That's a
Mm.
fucking
It
tough
really
one.
is.
I'm sci-fi on this.
I am too.
I
honestly.
wrote
I don't know what I
8
am.
pages on sci-fi because I fucking love sci-fi.
But like the whole genre.
Yeah, genre. That because that's for my Art of Cinema
Oh,
final
okay.
thing. You had to do a genre analysis.
Right.
I picked sci-fi. I had to still reeling from the soda episode. I had to analyze Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which fuck that movie. I hate that movie.
Whoa.
One of the worst movies. Does not deserve.
Wait.
it.
So were you bashing on it on your essay?
Yeah. But then also Arrival.
Arrival.
Right.
I loved Arrival.
Oh,
That
Arrival,
was so good.
Interstellar, Star Wars.
Interstellar sucks. Interstellar is great for 95%. The ending ruined
Star
it.
Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars.
2001.
We got Blade Runner,
2001.
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Dune.
Alien.
Yeah,
Oh,
science fiction.
yeah, dude.
Science fiction. It's got the imagination of fantasy, but it's also grounded in reality.
Yeah.
It's.
Is anyone on crime?
I don't.
Just
I,
like
I,
don't know.
I feel guilty jumping ship on crime so fast because crime
really
is
good.
Crime is Pulp Fiction, The Godfather, Goodfellas,
The Sopranos.
Breaking Bad.
The Sopranos, Breaking Bad. Yeah, crime is fucking Reservoir Dogs.
God dang
Most of my favorite stuff is crime,
Right.
but also crime has a lot of shit, and so does sci-fi.
And crime is.
Sci-fi.
I feel like sci-fi is always innovating.
Sci-fi.
Yeah,
That,
it's
that's
more
the thing.
dynamic.
And, yeah.
Sci-fi, what you can do with it.
Sci-fi, bad sci-fi movies will more often than not still have something going for them.
Right. Something like creative.
something
like-
of imagination. Bad crime movies are fucking what's that guy's name? Steven Seagal movies.
Oh my god.
Steven Seagal movies.
I hope
are
people
bad
know
crime.
like who Steven Seagal is, because
Yeah, y'all know who Steven Seagal is?
Yeah.
I don't think I know.
dude,
I
he
think I only heard
doesn't
the name.
even stand up for his movies, right? He signed like a
just-
contract. He could just sit down.
He just
What
And
does
if
that
he
mean?
does-
Like,
He has like
he does-
stunt doubles for running. Like he never runs in his movies. He just
like, is he an actor?
he's an actor and he's also like a martial artist and shit, and he's just like, oh my god, he's just
What was-
that man is just the epitome of bad movies.
Jacob, what was the one guy that we were watching?
Neil
on-
Breen?
Yeah,
Neil Breen. Those weren't
He's-
exactly crime movies.
No, I meant. Well, he's sci-fi. He's
He
like
did
the
do
equivalent,
he
but
did
for
do,
sci-fi.
Yeah, he did do one crime movie though, wasn't it?
did, I
The
think.
Spy. It was like something with spies. Everyone, if you haven't seen a Neil Breen movie, look up Neil Breen right now. You
Check
will
it
not be
out.
disappointed. That is just
We're giving him like.
Speak into the mic.
I am. I'm speaking into the mic.
yes,
I'm
yes,
right
you
here.
are.
Thank you.
Continue.
We're giving him kind of like followers, I guess, which is not.
Yeah, we're giving him followers.
very-
Yeah.
All of our
No.
0 listeners are gonna go
We're doing-
swarm
Well,
to Neil
potential
Breen.
ones.
we're
movies.
doing him a favor,
We're
right?
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to this up and comer named PewDiePie. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of him or the what's a famous podcaster? Fuck, this joke is run out. But
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, sci-fi. Guys, sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sci-fi.
Unfortunately.
Sci-fi across the board.
Yeah.
Zane, can we get sci-fi up there? Wow, sci-fi
Wow.
moves on the. I
one
am
hurts.
sorry,
Yay.
crime.
That one hurts.
That one does
Hurt.
hurt.
This hurt, but I think it's for the greater good.
I don't
That's
really feel. I don't know. I don't watch too many of those, but
Which one? Crime
like
or
either
both?
crime or sci-fi. None of the left side of the bracket I'm really as into.
Left side of the bracket was stacked before me and Kenneth
Yeah.
modified it.
Oh, yeah.
It was stacked.
It was-
I like the
one-sided.
right side. The right side is, I think, a little more. See, our audience can't see, and if you're listening, you definitely, obviously can't see.
Our audience can't see because we have 0 eyes because no one's listening.
Anyway.
Okay, that's so sad. I
right.
believe you're out there.
Next up, we got thriller v
Ooh.
comedy.
Oh my god, this is
All
hard.
right. Comedy is like so. There's like so many nostalgic picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in terms of like filmmaking in general, like good filmmaking, thriller it requires more
Yeah, absolutely.
more
Yeah.
skill to make.
Yeah. Well, what are some movies? I'm thinking like Good Time.
Thriller. Seven's a thriller for sure.
I'm thinking even.
Split.
Yeah.
Unbreakable. These are all thrillers. I would say. What's that movie? The one we showed Allie, The Shining.
Yeah.
That's like a psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
like a lot of
psychological.
But
horror
guys,
movies
come on.
you kinda
Comedy,
classify as
though?
thriller.
Comedy.
Guys,
Horror is like a subgenre of
I'm
thriller.
kind of gunning for comedy on this. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Comedy can
is
be
just.
so bad.
There's so much.
Comedy can be
that's
really
true.
It
bad.
can be so bad.
I mean, so
But
can thriller.
I also think there's
But I
more
feel like it's
comedy out
less.
there.
I think I've watched less bad thriller movies than bad comedy movies.
But the thing is, like, comedy is just like it's such an easy watch, and that's
Yeah.
not a bad thing at all.
Well, I
they
think
know.
they know, like, people putting out comedy films know that that's what people want to do. They want to laugh. They want to be having a good time.
Yeah,
you know?
man. I mean,
there's more of it out there.
If you ask someone who's not like a film student, if you just ask like I don't know the population, what's your favorite movie? I would say 90% of the answers would be comedy
Right.
movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Comedy
yeah.
or
Don't
superhero?
give me that look,
Yeah.
Will. How is it not going to be comedy?
90%.
Okay. Sorry, closer to 70 maybe. Is 70 more reasonable to you?
It's a little reasonable.
That's reasonable. If you ask, I feel like more of the general population would think comedies are
yeah.
like their
Absolutely.
favorite.
And there's so many different kinds of comedy.
They're so easy. They're so fun.
And, you know, I think, like, there's coming of age comedy. There's rom-coms. Although, would that
Yeah.
be more
Well,
romance
you're,
or comedy?
You're kind
Well-
of blending. We're
But
doing a lot of blending.
We are doing blending,
Yeah,
but
it's kinda
I
hard
don't
not
think
to.
we can talk. Yeah, I think it's inevitable. But, like, comedy, everyone can find a niche in comedy.
Comedy is so
Because
broad.
people wanna-
And comedy's in
laugh.
everything because everybody wants to do
Everyone wants to
comedy
laugh.
in everything.
Yeah.
There's always jokes in
Yeah.
the script.
That's kind of why it's
'Cause-
superior to me because
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
like comedy is.
It's like it's
Wait, so are
fingers.
we
are,
all saying? Are we all saying?
I think
comedy?
we're all
saying
saying
comedy,
it.
It's
yeah.
fingers.
You know?
its fingers are deep into like every genre. So like
It's fingers.
it's
hands.
Explain
Bro,
this.
comedy
Is
is
that-
finger in
Yes.
every genre,
it's
bro.
hand.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
Comedy is balls deep.
it is fingers deep into everything. All right.
Get me out of here.
God.
Sorry.
They're
Allie.
making sex jokes again.
What do you mean again? We don't
Like,
make
if we could make
sex
So
sex
jokes.
jokes
last
and-
episode,
Ladies
I-
and gentlemen, squirt.
Ladies-
Okay.
The comedy is squirting on every genre.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right. Are we going for comedy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Comedy.
We could have said comedy without having to make any sex jokes.
But there's sex comedy.
There it.
Oh
type of
gosh,
comedy.
that's true.
Mm-hmm. What's the
Okay.
most sexual comedy movie you can think of?
Sexual lucky
Lucky
bastard. guys, hey guys, there's a movie on Amazon Prime called Lucky Bastard. We didn't even finish it, but I bet you it's great.
It's fucking.
I bet you it's fantastic.
Finish it. We watched 5 minutes of it.
Someone explain the premise of Lucky
I
Bastard.
don't even know the premise. It's just
The premise is that there's this porn star and she's convinced to have it's supposed to be a horror film. Like found footage horror film.
It is supposed to be
and
found-
it's actually
it is.
not supposed to be a comedy. Let's put that out there. And so
shit,
this
that
porn
was-
star, she is somehow convinced to go on this another porn site called Lucky Bastard, where a lucky guy gets
lucky
to
bastard.
sleep
A fan.
with her. A fan, yes, gets to sleep with her for I think like a week's day
A
or
week?
something.
A what? What the fuck?
Damn.
I
I
thought it
think
was just
it's
like a
like-
one-time
Or
or
like
thing.
like a
why did it get
weekend
done?
It's a
or
one-time
something.
thing. It's a
But
one-time
anyway,
you couldn't have done it. Like
it was kind of
like a whole week.
I don't know.
That'd be awkward after like the first 2 days. Be like,
Yeah.
they
All right,
finish.
what now?
What do we do? So you want to catch a
Some
movie or something?
Raising Cane's? You're like, what?
But
I
the
think you're kinda just
funniest
living with
part,
someone like that.
but the thing that makes it funny was just the campiness of it.
Yes.
Because we
Right.
watched
Very
the
camp.
trailer,
It's
it looked like it was shot. It looked
so
like it was
bad.
shot on
It's so
iPhone. And the last shot that they do in the trailer to make it like really scary is just a picture of the dude. I guess he's supposed to be like all scary and like crazy, but he's just crawling towards the camera. He's like,
We didn't explain who the dude is.
the lucky
That's-
bastard.
So wait, so
bastard.
yes, so wait, we're almost done. And so the guy gets invited, and like he's apparently really creepy. Actually, they kind of explain the entire plot in the
In
trailer.
the trailer, yeah.
Yeah.
because they kind of have to. Because who else would watch
didn't
that without
finish it.
knowing
I
what
mean-
We need to
it's
finish
about?
that.
We need
bro.
to finish that.
Yeah.
We should finish that.
It was pretty crazy.
We need to watch more bad movies.
We do.
Wait, how did we start
That should
talking
be a
about-
genre.
Oh, because we were talking
Comedy.
about. How are we still talking? We already.
Okay.
The
put it
next
on.
one.
All right,
my
this
God,
one's
the
a
next
tough
one is a-
Alright.
I
We have
hate the next one. I don't care
romance-
about either of these.
Romance versus
I heard
musical.
these.
Oh my god, this is so hard.
Romance versus musical.
So hard.
Musical. That is easy as fuck.
My
That's
brain
so
hurts.
easy. Okay, there's some good romances out there, but musicals have so much charm and imagination. And most musicals also have romance built in, and the musicals just sort of
Okay.
heighten it. I dare you to name 10 really, really good romance movies that aren't musicals.
I
The
couldn't
art-
name
what?
you
The
10
orange
good
musical?
either of those.
When Harry Met Sally, Serendipity,
Mary and Sally, Serendipity.
Got
her
Must
at
Love
2.
Dogs.
Okay.
Chugging Express.
Okay.
Chunky
Yeah,
Express.
we just saw that. That
I
was
would-
really great.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the Mood for Love.
In the
Pride
Mood
and
for Love.
Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice.
Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice.
How do you Pride and
what else
Prejudice?
is there?
Pride and Prejudice.
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 Not prodigious.
Prejudice.
you.
All right. What's
Sense and Sensibility.
up? Okay.
I'm just listening to Jane Austen at this point.
God, there's more. I don't know why everything fell
Oh
out
my
my
god,
brain.
I know. Shoot.
Dude, okay, we can't.
Shoot.
So wait. So
both
you're an advocate
cringy.
for
I'm
romance?
an advocate
Sleepless in
for romance. I just
Seattle.
like romance.
You like romance?
I like romance as a genre, yeah.
Okay.
I'm conflicted because Jacob is right. As a musical lover,
disappointed.
no, there is romance in
I didn't ex-
musicals.
Yes, I didn't expect you guys to be musicals, but like in terms of musicals, first of all, let's just throw up La La Land up there because come on,
La La
Yeah.
Land is-
that's a musical. Even Will can he will
Is-
fucking
is
like
Kenneth
that one.
gonna say a
That's
hot
the
take?
only one.
I don't like La La Land. I feel like
Yeah.
it's
How? How do you not like La La Land? That's just like that just hits all the quadrants, bro.
It's like-
as Emma would say, that's just all the
what
quadrants.
quadrants?
Hey Emma. She said hi.
Emma's in our audience. We didn't
I just-
introduce our audience today.
I just think like it's so like basic melodrama and just flashy LA, and like it just feels like there's no substance.
Okay, well, I feel like you're watching bad musicals because there's.
I'm talking about La La Land.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I just think. I think in La La Land just invokes a feeling. It's not necessarily about the fantastic writing in La La Land.
Yeah.
It's just something about it just so fantastical. It's just a really well-made movie.
I think it does.
It's very
something-
well made. I agree with that.
It does something different with the musical genre in particular.
I'm not talking about that. Wait, is 8 Mile a musical?
Yeah, for sure.
guess.
That's it's kind of it's a little more real. It's more grounded in reality. It's like Tick Tick Boom is
But-
kind of like a
Right.
musical.
What about Straight Outta Compton?
It is.
That I would
That-
say that's kind of like a musical. biopic.
Okay, wait. It's not just there's music in the movie, right? Like the characters
Like,
have to like
okay.
sing.
It advances and enhances the
But
plot.
does it have to be original? Because we were talking about like jukebox musicals.
Jukebox musicals, yes. In class, we
yeah.
were talking about that. That is also from a musical, Mamma Mia.
Jukebox musical,
musical?
for Will and the other rest of the population that doesn't know what that
Yes.
is. It's a musical where the story was written around pre-existing songs. Mamma
Yes.
Mia was written around ABBA songs.
Oh.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
or like sometimes a jukebox musical is where they take like a certain artist, like ABBA, or sometimes it's just a collection of just pop songs like Moulin Rouge.
Oh, Moulin Rouge
yeah.
is so
Gotta
good.
talk about Moulin Rouge.
That's so fucking good.
But
You've
yeah,
never seen Moulin Rouge?
No, I've never seen it.
Will?
I don't like either of these genres.
Jacob, do you want to sing a little bit of
No.
what you sang?
not
You
singing.
sang in the last 2 podcasts.
Did he?
We're literally talking. Yes, I was in audience.
What do you want me to sing?
Sing the Moulin Rouge song.
There's a lot of Moulin Rouge songs. They
Sing
sing
the-
Hey Ya.
I was.
They say, "Hey y'all."
No, they do. I was
They
thinking
got the Outcast for this movie. I never watched Moulin Rouge.
we should probably watch
What's it
that.
about?
Allie, the capsule is here.
I'm doing it.
Well, basically, my friend.
Because I'm like looking at you and everyone else. Yeah.
What's everyone voting?
I don't know.
musical.
This is really
I'm musical.
I'm romance dog.
What are you?
What are you?
Not Zane,
Dude, everybody
Will.
wants
Jeez, I can't-
romance in their life because everyone's lonely.
But
And like
everyone wants the world to burst out
Okay,
in
not-
a song.
As much as I hate
No.
it, I'll
What
do
about
musical?
North Korea?
Why?
Musical? We got musical.
Why?
Allie,
Bro,
Allie,
you're going musical?
Because romance is just cringe.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
How is it
Romance-
cringe?
I can't watch it.
Romance
Not-
can be
What?
How's
cringe.
it cringe?
Romance.
But it
Musical
also,
can be cringe. You see the
That-
new Mean
Yeah.
Girls movie?
I have
I
not. Have
haven't.
you?
They can both
No,
be
but
cringe.
I saw some
Romance can
clips
just be
and I
more
was like,
cringe.
that's why I'm
They're
not
both
watching
bad,
it.
But romance can also be nuanced and complex. Like,
but it's still cringe in some aspect.
I don't think
Dude,
so.
every
I
genre
think
can be
so.
cringe.
Every genre can be cringe.
Yes,
Romance
every genre can be
is
cringe.
Up there's probably the top.
I'm just thinking.
I think you just watch Hallmark movies. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, those
No, I just
are
don't watch these
Poopy-doopy
movies.
Hallmark
Okay,
movies.
okay, okay. Well, I feel like that's what you're thinking of, though. But if you're saying musicals, I'm not against that because I am also arguing for musicals. Allie, what's your stance?
I'm so I don't know.
Okay, well.
Okay, wait.
well-
Why are you saying musicals? Are you just picking it just to pick one?
Because they're tolerable.
Tolerable.
That's a word.
Damn.
Yeah. Will liked La La Land. You liked Tick Tick Boom, though, didn't you?
With La La
Yeah.
Land's and romance too.
I
Tick, tick,
love.
music.
Okay, I
That's
love
good.
musicals.
You just like
Musicals.
I'm going with musical.
Oh
Fuck
my
yes.
god.
I'm sorry, Kenneth, but there was no,
No
way romance.
romance
No,
is a
it's
first
just-
round exit.
I
That's
do
crazy.
believe like
It
romance
is.
is so enhanced by song. Like, you know, song is some of the best ways to display romance.
Yeah.
Like La La Land, like the love story.
Everything's enhanced by song. I
That's
feel.
true.
So it's like,
Yeah.
So I don't
guess
see.
so.
I don't see why that's an argument against musicals.
well, that's because like I feel then it's like is musical like
Do you think it's like a cheat?
it's like a strategy
It-
more than a genre at that point.
Okay, but there can be some shit songs, man. A musical's not good
There
if
can be
its
shit
songs are
songs.
shit. A musical you can't just say it's a musical and automatically be better. They gotta still put in the work to write good songs, do good choreography and stuff. There's work that goes
so
into it
much
that makes
production that goes with the musical.
It's not like just like a cop out where you can just write it and make your movie better.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like it kind of has to go on another genre, right? It has to piggyback on another genre. Because imagine musical just as the musical genre. It's just a bunch of people singing and dancing about nothing and nothing, right?
But okay, but that's like you could argue that about any genre, you know? Like
no.
yeah.
Horror?
Yeah, no, not really.
Romance?
These
Adventure?
I feel like there's elements of other genres in those.
well, there
What- but what
are,
is
but that's
music-
not that. But the point is musical really a genre, or is it more of?
It is a genre,
format,
but
medium.
a format or
it can't live on its own. It's like a parasite.
But
I think
just
it does live on its own.
I think musical can. Wait, we already fucking moved on. Can
Yeah.
Can I just
I'm
say
sorry, I can't
I
talk
want to
about this anymore,
advertise.
and I haven't talked at
no,
all.
I want to advertise a musical movie that I just watched with Jacob that was really great. It's called Sing Street. It's really, really
Good movie.
great.
Yeah, that's pretty
and
good.
highly recommend. That film made me cry.
Good
So
That's a good.
yeah,
movie.
I have a lot of musical recommendations.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
good job, Allie.
Thank you.
All right.
That's
Next
fair.
up, action versus murder mystery.
Murder
Do
mystery.
we need to?
Murder mystery.
What?
I love murder mystery.
Can we get examples of murder mystery?
Action.
Real quick, just to jog my memory.
There's some great ones. There's some shit ones. Great ones include Knives Out, Glass
Oh, okay,
Onion,
yeah.
Clue. There's also shit ones like Murder on the Orient Express, Death
Which
on the
one?
Nile.
Which
the new
one?
ones. The new ones.
Okay. Okay. Good.
What's a good murder mystery to you, Allie?
Okay, I'm maybe also biased. I love Knives Out.
Oh,
Knives
Knives
Out.
Out.
Okay,
Knives Out.
Knives
That's
Out
so
is
good.
what really got me thinking about film. I watched that 4 times in. No, I've thought about film before it, but that's what like made me sit and watch like a director's. They had like a director's cut audio where like he had commentary on it while you were watching the film. I watched that film like probably 4 times in 3 days.
Why that film in particular?
Are
though?
you
Like,
referring
what's-
to-
I
what
just
stood out?
love the world. I love the colors, the production design, and I love the cast. I think it was a very nicely done film.
But
So
what
that's
about the murder mystery aspect?
I thought it was.
It's-
inviting.
It's
Invited.
Yes, inviting. I
That's a
think
word.
Someone
which
getting murdered.
Allie.
I think a part of the murder mystery is that the audience is invited to participate and invited to interact with the story. It's not just a two-dimensional story. It's interactive. It's keeping you on your toes, which I guess action can do too, I will admit. But it's murder mystery. Like there's hype. I think it's coming back. Rian Johnson's making it come back.
But
I don't
Okay,
know.
I
wouldn't
wouldn't.
name very many good murder mysteries.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't say. I would.
Yeah, that's true.
Knives Out and Glass Onions are fantastic movies. Some of my favorites, but they
Yeah.
are not the stereotypical
Yeah.
murder
No,
mystery.
Yeah. I mean,
Murder mysteries in general have too much. They rely on the same tropes over and over and over
Because
again.
I feel like murder mystery too. Like it's hard to do as a full movie. Because that's a lot of you gotta keep the audience's attention
Yeah.
for a whole mystery, and once you know it, I mean I feel like you lose that kind of what is it, like you're on the edge of your seat kind of
Yeah.
esque feeling.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I think I will say Rian Johnson ushered in a different kind of murder mystery. Like I think he said it's not your grandma's murder mystery or something.
That's
Because
correct.
I think a lot of what you probably are thinking of is more of the Agatha Christie murder mystery, or just some of the ones that are relying on being in an old house with old people.
I don't think that's inaccurate though. To
No,
say
it's
that.
not inaccurate. It's just, I think there's the genre itself, I think, is evolving. I think there's a Peacock series with Natasha Lyonne that's also a murder mystery. That one's pretty
The
good.
one in Alaska.
What's
There's
Prisoners?
No.
What's
What?
that?
Poker
What's
Face.
Prisoners? What's that considered? It's not murder.
Wait,
mystery.
No, it's not. It's like a mystery.
Wait,
should
what?
we be going specifically murder mystery? Or should we just be doing mystery?
I guess, yeah, that's another thing.
Because
Oh,
mystery,
mystery is-
seven is mystery.
Yeah. That is-
Prisoners.
Mystery is fun.
Mystery is fun.
I
but-
like
Action's
mystery.
just
Action. You
Okay,
can-
can we advocate for action real quick?
Yeah, action is undeniably more fun. Mystery
God.
has the hook. Mystery is you want to know what happens next. Action is just holy shit, edge of your seat. Oh my god, I can't. My
Yep,
eyes are glued
yep.
to the screen.
Yeah.
Speed.
Speed.
I don't know why that's the first.
I'm thinking
only
more.
one that's
I'm thinking
coming to my
a
mind
lot
right
of
now.
martial arts movies too.
Yeah,
And the choreography is just
The Matrix.
Kill Bill.
Matrix,
Yeah,
yeah.
The Matrix.
A lot of Donnie Chen stuff, like Ip Man. That's
I don't even know that I think of the whole MCU. Everything.
Yeah.
That's action. What are you talking about?
give me credit. Like it was like yeah.
That's
That's
the pinnacle of
That's
action.
acceptable.
Pinnacle.
Not the pinnacle, but like
It's not the
What's-
pinnacle of
what's
action.
The most
Centered
spectacle.
right now. Yeah.
Most spectacle.
I feel like a lot of the problem with action movies today is it takes more than just guns and explosions to make an action movie. Like action
Right.
movies do also take imagination, like The Matrix and Speed. They're great premises
Yeah.
with great
Mission
action.
Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Holy shit! How did we not
Top Gun.
same that?
Yep.
I didn't like the first Top Gun movie.
What?
What?
I
I
love
didn't
that
like
one.
it. The second one
What?
was leagues
fair, that's fair.
better.
That's one of the
it was
only ones
better,
I've seen.
but the first one's still great.
The second movie was leagues better than the first one. I'm leagues, bro. Like the first one was just like I didn't hate it, but I just didn't like it. I wouldn't watch it again.
I would.
My mom has a lot of nostalgia with that movie. It was like filmed in her hometown or something. Like
Really?
Oh yeah, it was on Seal Beach, San Diego.
Yeah.
They have a Navy camp there.
Okay. Wait. So what are we advocating for?
Action.
No!
Action. Going action.
Okay.
Wait, what's it going against?
Mystery.
Mystery or like
mystery.
murder mystery.
I forgot already.
Doesn't matter.
I think I could just
No!
name so many better action movies.
Yeah.
Than
Action's
mystery
just so
movies.
fun,
Yeah.
dog. And like it could do like all of these other genres too with it, and it just like
Yeah.
enhances it. It's like musicals in that aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about a mystery is that a mystery movie captures your attention because it's one thing and then you want to know what happens next.
Yeah.
But an action movie maintains your attention.
Yeah,
It's always
that's
one
true.
thing after another thing after.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like the odd person out here, but I think like action. I don't know. Like
Have you seen many action movies?
I've probably actually seen. Well, I guess we kind of dismiss superhero films, but they have action sequences, which I can admit aren't like to Jacob's point earlier that they have problems nowadays.
I didn't say anything about superhero movies.
No,
You
like
just
the
went-
action
yep.
movies of nowadays, like like the sequences and stuff, like having guns and like flashy fights.
What?
John Wick.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, John Wick. Yeah, these are action.
I don't know,
I'm
I just-
advocating for action personally.
I've never been
Yeah.
interested in it.
Well. Okay.
Okay, so
So
we're
three against one,
three
yeah,
against
okay.
one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Allie. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
Hey, mystery. I feel like the fact that we spent so long talking about that one is a merit to. It's a testament to mystery's merit.
I do feel though, like maybe mystery in like a couple of years or like maybe
I
more.
think it's
it could
really
reach
making a comeback.
Yeah.
And I'm on that train. I'm hopping on the mystery train.
Yeah, I don't know because the
Scooby Doo. Sorry.
Scooby Doo.
I just put that
Scooby-Doo,
right
yeah.
to my.
Scooby Doo also most definitely made fun of the
But that's
mystery
what I
genre.
love. You know what? It's mystery making fun of mystery. Same thing with Knives Out. It's making fun of a lot of stuff.
But the thing is, like, at some point, there's a point where like it became like Scooby Doo is literally a satire on mystery, and it's saying that there's just tropes, and it's just.
I mean,
All right, all right,
Scooby
all right,
Doo
we're-
when they're
Okay, we're
We
moving
gotta
on.
move on.
We got to move on.
okay.
we got drama versus adventure.
This one's hard.
Ooh. That
Yeah,
one is
how can
hard.
you not like drama? Is like all great movies are drama. Like they got drama in them.
Yeah.
Adventure. The kid in me, bro. It's Indiana Jones
I
all
feel
the
like
way.
I gotta
Indiana
go.
Jones, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars to an extent.
Yeah.
Also, are coming of age stories adventure? I
think
feel like they
some-
are.
They
right?
can
Yeah,
be
they can be.
adventure. I'm really
like most of them
disappointed
are.
coming of age isn't on this bracket. Actually,
Well, I feel like
that's
they
my
go
favorite
into
genre.
adventure.
Yeah,
right?
like, coming of age is a bit of a
Not
subgenre.
Lady Bird.
of-
That's a very
That's
What adventure?
You're
I would-
adventuring into your emotions.
No, I would say.
dog. Put that on a t-shirt. That's our merch.
I would
That
say
was squirt.
coming of age is a subgenre of drama, most definitely, because that's
Oh.
kind of a character to come of age has to. Still reeling over the soda.
Well, then you could say drama is with because there's drama in romance.
Yeah.
There's drama in musicals.
yeah.
Well, it's
Everything is like a
conflict,
subgenre.
and
of,
conflict is what brings the plot forward. So
Well, is
in a
conflict
sense-
drama or is drama has?
Well, dramatic tension is conflict.
Okay.
Okay.
We need to separate like drama as a genre and like uses of drama, like strategies
right,
of drama.
strategies.
Stuff with drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So name what's a movie that's just drama?
Something like I don't know,
Exactly.
The Crown or what was that show about the royal family?
The Crown.
Is it The Crown? That's
None
probably
of these
drama.
are no bells are
Succession?
ringing.
just boring
Yeah, that's the
shit.
thing.
I'm
It's
gonna
like
be
when
honest.
you hear drama, you're like, oh yeah, that's good. But
just
like when you
people.
like try and think of it or like think of something
It's
you
like
watch,
Succession.
it's
And
like
everything that makes what
probably
you would
drama.
think a drama movie to be a good movie is other stuff that's not its
Yeah.
drama.
I think Succession is drama. Right?
I've never
But
seen
that's also
Succession.
isn't
haven't
that
seen it either,
political
but-
crime or crime / political drama?
I don't know. I feel like
I feel
drama.
like drama is just
It
oh,
relies on that is definitely one that relies on other things.
Yeah, that's
a
it.
movie that solely relies on just people being dramatic is a bad movie.
Because when I think drama is just like people got problems with each other and they're bringing it out in a room and they're talking about it and then
That's like a soap opera.
Yeah, you know what movies are fully genre dramas are soap operas,
Yeah.
and those are.
that yeah.
I will say,
Gross.
Trapped in the Closet,
I haven't seen it.
good soap opera.
You gotta see it.
But
Then
we
maybe.
don't advocate for R. Kelly here.
What? He
Oh,
was
what?
in that?
Hold.
It was
Who was trapped in the closet?
R. Kelly.
Oh.
Oh God, what was he doing in there?
He was. You gotta watch it. It's fucking bonkers.
Oh, God.
But so I feel like if we were to sit down and watch a movie right now, I would much rather sit through an adventure movie.
Yeah, adventures are just
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
I
whimsical
agree.
and
Adventure.
fun and like
Adventure.
Child.
Adventure. Go,
Good.
Zane. Get that fucking face off of your face. What am I saying?
Adventure.
Wipe that face off
He
of your
likes-
head.
he
What?
likes-
What the fuck?
wipe your
Wait.
ass with your face.
What's the phrase I'm looking
there's
for?
no way Zane likes
wipe
drama.
that expression off your face.
Yeah. Wipe that expression off your face. Wipe that face off your face. What are you complaining about?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Drama?
Y'all messed up.
We messed
We
up.
messed up. It's adventure.
Zane,
All
name
right.
a drama movie.
I can't name a drama movie. I can name a drama show.
What's a drama show?
All American season 1 was like amazing.
Never seen.
All American? Are you
Oh, it's on
kidding
Apple
me?
TV.
Succession, Barry, Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso was a
Ted Lasso,
comedy.
no.
I
Okay.
think it's a comedy drama.
It's more of a comedy than it's a drama.
It's a
See,
comedy
here we
dra-
go. Like drama has to
drama.
build on comedy. Like
Drama, yeah, exactly.
It's like
Yeah.
a
It's
comedy,
gotta
then a
build-
sports,
Drama
and
has
then
to lean
drama.
on something else. We're not saying that there aren't great drama medium.
Musical, but musical moved on.
Okay, well that's just because musical elevates.
Okay,
All right.
I didn't agree with that either. I feel like romance should have moved on.
All right. You know what? Fuck.
Doesn't
Fuck.
matter. Adventures moved
I'm
on.
gonna
No, I'm going
Shit,
adventure. I'm going adventure. I'm not backing
Adventure.
down.
Great.
Adventure.
All right. We have tackled all 16 genres that we have thought of. And so now it is finally, after all of the technical difficulties we've been through, it is time for
Round 2.
all
That's
right.
nice.
It is cool, isn't it?
is
So first up, we have fantasy versus horror. Easy. That is so easy.
This is toxic.
No, it's easy.
Okay,
it?
for fantasy,
Horror.
Is it?
Horror any day.
Okay, fantasy.
Fantasy requires a lot of imagination, but you gotta admit
a
the
lot of
best horror
world
movies require
building.
so much imagination.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
But-
horror movies. Okay, I
Okay.
like horror movies, right? But they kind of fall in the same trap of murder mysteries
What do you mean?
because they have this premise and they gotta like a lot of
yeah.
the horror movies can't maintain your attention, and sometimes I'm gonna be
A
honest.
lot. There's a lot of bad horror
There's
movies.
a
There
lot
are.
of bad
a
horror movies.
lot of bad fantasy movies.
But I think there's.
bro.
I feel like
But
there's better.
fantasy-
There's more. How do you say this? There's more
Better.
better fantasy movies than
Yeah.
there are.
And it
There's
takes
more
so much
good fantasy movies. than
Right,
there's
right.
More good horror movies.
Okay, yeah, but I think that the best fantasy movies are worse than the best horror movies. Bro,
What?
I fucking love horror movies. That's like my favorite genre. I think there's so much to be appreciated in horror movies.
Horror
dude.
is really good, and I like the fact that like a lot of horror movies like kind of push the boundary with like they kind of borrow from like experimental, like they kind of go
Yeah.
together a lot of times. But fantasy takes so much like effort into the world building,
Yeah.
into like the incorporations with characters. Like it's so like so interweaved.
Dude, it's just I feel like not enough people advocate for horror as a genre because so many people
Yeah, no.
dismiss horror as a genre because
That's
they
true.
think of like slasher. They think of shit like Friday the 13th and Sleepaway Camp and Halloween and all of those
Yeah.
movies. And I do love all of those movies, but like there's so much more to horror, man. Have y'all seen Stepford Wives? Fucking Get Out. Fucking.
But I feel like horror. I feel like that's a more recent thing for horror
But
though. 'Cause-
also,
Definitely not,
Yeah.
dude.
No,
Social
what?
commentary has always been in horror and stuff.
No, I feel like it's more commonplace now for horror because like 70s. Like
Well,
we talked about this in class, but we had a class on like this horror subject. But 70s were like and like that type of era was filled with like just slashers. And let's not pretend like Night Swim came out. That trailer looked butt. All right, there's some demon in the pool.
Yeah,
Like
there's just
they're
a
still
lot-
making them.
lot
They're
of
still
bad
making bad
ones.
ones. But I agree. Like The Thing, like Texas Chainsaw. Those are like classics that
Yes.
were in those eras. But
Okay.
it's so
think there's
muddled.
more-
So if you guys are all, if I'm outvoted, I'll accept it. But I do just want to, I just want to advocate for horror because I think that's a, okay.
I love
Am I
horror.
outvoted?
I love horror, but yeah. I
I
gotta
think
go
there's
with
also
fantasy.
fantasy in horror in a way. Like, you know, you have to build that kind of world and the stakes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes.
Also, I lost my thought.
Okay.
Also-
all right. So if I'm outvoted, then I
I
guess
think fantasy.
fantasy's going up.
Okay,
there.
wait. What would you count Back to the Future? Is that
It's
sci-fi or
That's
fantasy?
sci-fi.
That's sci-fi.
That's sci-fi.
That's for
100%.
sure.
What?
Okay,
Do
that's
round
good
two.
for my
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, good.
That's
Did you
for
not
my
hear us
next-
jamming out? We were all.
We head bobbed.
Must have just erased that from my brain.
That's Jacob's voice. I think they already know that,
retarded.
but
Yeah.
just in case you didn't.
Okay,
know that.
biopics versus sci-fi. Come on.
Okay, who is arguing for biopics?
All right, had a
Seriously.
good run,
I
but
don't
sci-fi.
know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't
Biopics
know.
are just.
I don't watch enough of either genre.
Okay,
There's not it. There's
Well,
not
we'll
enough-
make the decision for you.
No,
Sci-fi.
you're not making a decision for
Sci-fi.
me.
There's
I'm
not
kidding, I'm
enough.
kidding.
Okay, if Back to the Future is counted as
Shut
sci-fi,
the fuck up, Jay. No.
It is.
What did Jay say?
then I gotta go sci-fi. I really do love Back to the Future.
Sci-fi is Back to the Future.
There's-
Sci-fi is
I love
Arrival,
Arrival, too.
Interstellar, Inception,
Runner.
fucking Blade Runner.
Ghost in the
Holy
Shell, not the
shit,
one with
not the one with Scarlett
Black Widow,
Johansson.
yeah.
No.
There's
So,
just,
dude,
there's not enough good biopic movies to
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That
it's
is
just
true.
yeah, biopic and also biopic
yeah.
is a lot
And
less.
it's so like. I feel like biopics like you could just be lazy with it.
Exactly.
Like you'd be so Wikipedia, boom, boom, boom. Oh,
Wikipedia.
flipping JFK.
Yeah.
Like
You go to Wikipedia, you
Yeah,
go to
there's a script,
early
there's a
life,
script, yeah.
career, and then death.
Exactly.
Those sections. And it's always, I feel like most biopics, it's always the same formula. There's the outliers like Social Network, Oppenheimer, fantastic movies.
But see, you gotta get a good director for
yeah.
You know?
Ooh.
Sci-fi is just, I mean, come on. That's a no-brainer.
And there's so
Yeah.
much done with it too. You got space, you got time
Cyberpunk.
travel,
Robots.
Yeah,
you got
robots.
robots.
Even like stuff like
Aliens.
dystopia. That's all
Aliens.
sci-fi.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Like Maze Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
Maze
Okay.
Runner.
Dystopia is another genre in itself,
Sci-
I feel like.
Hunger
Sci-fi
Games.
goes up on the board.
It's a subgenre
Wow.
of sci-fi. I feel.
Yeah, it is.
Comedy versus Sorry, I got ahead
Comedy
of myself.
versus musical.
Uh-oh.
There's a reason these two are paired together at
Comedy
the Golden
Say
Globes.
Say of the week.
What?
yeah, comedy's
Yeah,
winning this. I'm
no.
not like
comedy's
winning
winning this. I'm sorry. I love musicals. I love.
I don't love
There's way
musicals.
more good
I'll say
comedies than
comedy.
there are good
The South
musicals.
Park movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a musical, and the songs in there are fucking big. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen this.
Dude,
I know South Park.
for those who haven't seen the movie South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, unironically, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Go watch it right now. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it right now.
We're plugging a lot of
Well,
stuff.
sorry, I like. Yeah, okay.
No, we're doing them a favor.
Okay, but let's at least wait. We gotta recognize musicals, please.
Please speak your
Okay,
piece.
we got West Side Story. We got all the Disney films that are musicals,
They're also comedies though.
which also alludes to our earlier episode, Beauty and the Beast. Also, we got Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I don't know about the live action stuff. I haven't quite seen any of that stuff, but maybe we push that aside.
I will point out that the only live action Disney
Mm-hmm.
remake to be better than the original was also the only one that eradicated all of the songs, which was the Jungle Book.
Hmm.
That one was not a musical. They sang the bare necessities diegetically, and they also sang "I Want to Be Like You"
Can
diegetically.
you let the audience, those who aren't film people, know what diegetic sound?
I feel like
means?
most people know what diegetic means.
I don't.
Oh,
Are you serious?
Zane, you're both of you guys are.
All right, explain it because some of
Okay,
the
so
half the people in the room
diegetic
don't.
sound is the sound that's in the world of the film.
Okay, well, basically,
Yeah.
when a song is diegetic or when music is diegetic,
Snobs right now.
bro,
No,
diegetic
we're
is like a
trying to
commonly
explain-
diegetically is like that's a common diegetic is like a common
And
that's
I'm
a common
trying to
used
help bridge
phrase.
the gap between those who don't know and those who know.
Yes, Allie, you're very lovely for that.
Oh well.
I think
I think I explained it kind of okay, but also, sorry, Jacob was talking about the Jungle Book. I feel like we're both on this. I'm sorry. Oh, that's so sad.
What topic are we on? What
Anyways.
are you
Diegetic
talking
sound.
about?
Okay,
Comedy?
but back
Comedy.
But okay,
you're still not done speaking your
no,
piece.
because it's like horror, which yes, admittedly, horror.
I agree. Musical is just like
loss.
horror.
It is just like horror.
They're one and the same.
They are in the way that they are dismissed. People are so mean to musicals, but musicals have a lot of power in the society. Okay, they're the songs that people love, that children grow up singing, and that you become an adult and you.
I didn't grow up singing.
You become an adult?
You become
Well,
an
that's just
adult.
because your life
Listen
makes
to-
everyone sad. But okay, I'm not dismissing that. That's not
I am.
untrue.
Yeah.
Shut
Right.
the
No,
fuck
I
up,
will
Will.
also say I did advocate for comedy. I just think musicals can't be readily dismissed. I think they're a very
No.
big part of
Yeah.
That's fine.
the movie making.
That's
atmosphere.
fine. That's fine. That's great. But comedy.
yeah.
No,
Come on.
Easily
comedy.
better.
Yeah, I would love
Unanimous.
to, and I would love. I love the direction comedy's going into today. For
What
the
direction?
most part,
What direction is
I don't know.
comedy
I
going
love like
into?
social commentary and stuff like that.
Social commentary is not a new thing in
No,
movies.
it's
This
not.
is-
I love social commentary.
No,
These are-
it's not. No.
These have been in movies since
It has.
movies-
It has. But I think it's becoming more mainstream that,
Now we're sounding pretentious.
Oh.
yeah.
All right,
I'm sorry
let's
about
throw
that.
up comedy up there.
I didn't mean to sound pretentious.
No, you're fine. Allie. You're
These
fine.
next two are like the same thing.
What do we got?
Action versus
Action-
adventure.
Action versus adventure.
So
Those two
They're
are
not the same
they
thing.
go hand in
They're not the same.
hand.
They go hand in hand. There's like
Okay.
a legit genre.
They
called
complement each
action
other for
dash
sure, but-
adventure.
Action adventure.
Maybe we should define how we're kind of figuring out the difference, what separates them.
Saying adventure is more like somewhat like a character like going into this new kind of world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, adventure is
Yeah.
like unknown. Action is doing.
It's like
you know?
obstacles.
It's
Like,
obstacles.
Boom, boom, boom. You get through them.
Yeah.
I gotta say adventure.
I gotta go
Uh,
action.
I gotta go adventure.
I was gonna go adventure too.
Yeah.
What?
Because
Yeah.
adventure is like it has the adventure, but also in that adventure, more likely than not, you're gonna have some action.
also there's a
Okay,
there's
then
an
action's
object.
good. Okay, then you're advocating for action.
No, I'm not.
No.
Because one has 2 and the other one has 1.
No, action.
No.
No, no. Okay, just say adventure. When you watch an adventure movie, there is gonna be action in it. Then the action is just as good as the adventure. So that action,
No.
like,
That's
dude,
not
if
what
an
I meant.
adventure movie has action in it, then it's an action adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't say
Yes.
one, like, you can't classify it as only adventure and then say that's the only good part.
I just think adventure has more layers. Like,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings is mainly an adventure movie, but it's so much more than that. And I don't know when I've seen Lord of the Rings, but
Yeah. I think adventure.
Yeah, but-
the adventure has a much more fantastical element. People see adventure and they go, "Wow, that's like amazing!" Like that makes me that makes me like want to discover something. There's a sense of discovery there. Action is much more like a, "Wow, that's cool," and then you move on.
Yeah. I mean, but dude, I mean, action is always great for like looking at what like dude, look at fucking Jackie Chan. He has like part of a skull missing because he
Does
fell
he
down.
actually?
Yeah, because he fell down like 30 stories on like bamboos or something. I don't know.
Something like bamboos or something. I don't know.
Like Jackie Chan is crazy. Like all people in action like literally like push the bounds on like what they could physically do
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
stunts and all that.
That's yeah.
I feel like
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, admittedly, we can't dismiss action and just be like, yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm all for adventure, but I'm Kenneth's point. Yeah, it's like there's kind of a story. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Continue.
no.
Oh, I was gonna say, like in class, we said like good action is where the action can also tell the story. It's not just there for spectacle.
Yeah.
And I think that is impressive if you can do
Yeah.
that with choreography.
No, that's true. I mean, there's a reason why action beat out mystery, but
But-
I think adventure. There's the sense of discovery is so much more. It's just
Well-
so much more meaningful than
Yeah.
the sense of thrill
And
from
I-
an action movie. And I stand by that. It's just it lasts
Yeah.
longer.
I-
That'll sit with you, and a good adventure movie will sit with you as that was a great fucking story. And action movies can very much do. Yes, Emma.
Can we just mention that what Kevin said about Jackie Chan missing a piece of his skull is not
Okay,
Kenneth
Jackie
was fucking
Chan
lying
might
through his
not be
teeth.
missing a piece of his skull, but he definitely has a hole in there.
fractured,
he has a hole in there.
but they fixed it.
That's basically missing
Okay.
a part of your
That's
skull.
But still, his skull was fractured for the art. That's
Skull was
crazy.
fractured, like
Did get paralyzed though. That's what happened.
who's
Ooh.
done? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last
Okay, adventure's still better.
Okay. Okay. I'm not denying the fact that action obviously takes a lot of coordination and it takes a lot of
Yeah.
imagination to think of what would be a really cool stunt. I think that action is a lot like a roller coaster
Is there not
ride.
action in a lot of adventure movies?
Okay,
There
wait,
totally,
wait,
there
wait,
totally
wait.
is.
Boom, like this giant war
they
between,
very
like-
much go hand in hand.
But we're missing a big part of it is that like adventure has an arc. Like action is well, yes, action films can also have arcs, but action is used to supplement the adventure arc. There's a deeper
that's true.
kind of like Will said, layers.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
are we considering comedy? No, wait,
What?
coming of age. Coming of I was
For-
thinking
for
comedy
what?
drama, but I meant to say coming of age as adventure.
No. That is
I was.
that is coming of age is so much more a subgenre of drama and not adventure.
Oh my
No, it's
God.
adventure. You're adventuring like Superbad. You're
Yeah.
adventuring into.
It's a
I
little
would
bit of a reach.
adulthood.
I would never call Superbad an adventure
I would call
movie.
Superbad an adventure.
yeah.
That is
Dude,
a
these
fucking
kids-
comedy if I've ever seen
Oh,
it.
it's a comedy for
Yes,
sure,
of
but it's also an
course.
adventure. Like, come on, these guys are going to like they've never been to like a party.
They're
These guys
going-
are losers.
They
No, no, no,
literally
no, no,
are
no.
adventuring
Yes,
all
yes.
over.
Okay,
That's a really big reach.
But that's
not
when,
a reach.
when someone thinks of
It is.
adventure, it's something that's sort of unknown. And yeah, I guess it's unknown to them. But the thing about adventure is that there's a sense of discovery.
They're
Superbad.
discovering.
Discovery
What are they
within.
discovering,
That's
Kenneth?
what
They're
Kenneth
discovering.
said.
They're discovering
party.
cocaine,
Holy-
alcohol.
Wow.
How to talk to girls. Like, come on,
Yes.
man.
Will, you agree with me
Come
on this,
on,
right?
man.
You
Yeah.
agree with me? Okay, we're
It's
not,
a-
I'm not
it's a
fucking
big
crazy.
reach.
That is not.
That is
Superbad is not
no.
an adventure
you're
movie.
you're mixing adventure with fantasy.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah.
don't have to be fantastical. You can adventure into Compton.
I would,
for all I care.
I would never call Indiana Jones a fantasy movie. That is an adventure movie if I've ever seen one. But that's adventure.
But what if adventure is more nuanced? Like, what if it's
You just brought up
different
Lord of the
aspects?
Rings. That
Like,
is, boom. That's mostly
That
fantasy.
is-
no, but
Let's be
Lord of the
honest.
Rings is mostly fantasy.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Without a
yeah,
doubt.
but it's mainly an adventure movie. It's about an adventure.
But like putting Lord of the Rings together with Indiana
But it's
Jones is also two different films, and we can also argue the same thing about
And Lord of the Rings is like so fantastical, right?
the Lego
you seen
movie.
Lord of the Rings, Kenneth?
That's
I've seen
an
the first
adventure.
movie.
The first movie.
I
What's
said it.
What's it called?
I said it for you.
Fellowship.
The Lego movie.
I don't care what it's called. It's called Lord of the Rings, the first movie.
It's
was
not.
aight.
You didn't
was
even watch
aight.
all of it.
I watched all of it. I
Also,
actually-
you have to watch the full trilogy because it connects the adventure completely and it's
That's
perfect.
Like a lot.
Dude, it can't even connect to itself.
What?
It can't even
What
connect
does
to
that
itself
even
in
mean,
one,
Kenneth?
in
You've never
one
even
movie. It
seen
can't even
it.
connect to itself.
Yeah, that's why it's a trilogy.
All right, we
No,
need to.
They
put-
could
we
make a
need to-
9-hour movie if they
All right,
wanted to,
all
but
right,
they
guys.
didn't.
All right, guys. We need to move on. What are we saying?
I think adventure.
Adventure.
I also-
Sorry, Kenneth. Get out of town. Zane, put that shit up there.
I also brought up the Lego movie, and no one responded to
film.
that. Okay, that was a minor.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
incident
For
that
the
happened.
listeners that haven't picked up on this, Allie refuses to call movies movies.
It's not that I refuse. It's that it's a natural tendency.
She calls them films, and it got so bad to that one point she
No.
called the Lego movie
because
the Lego film.
Okay, so these guys, they're a bit silly, and they like to make fun of that. So then they kept saying all these films that perhaps don't deserve, that's in quotes, a film kind of name, and they said that the Lego film, and they kept saying it, and then we were happening to be talking about it later, and then I just had it in my brain and I said it, but I didn't mean that. Okay, it's
didn't
the
mean
Lego
it.
movie, and I know that.
So we subconsciously put
It
that
was
idea in your mind.
subconsciously. Yes,
We're basically
it was.
the guys from Inception. We just planted that seed.
Am I
not
Sato?
seen-
Can I be Sato?
I don't remember their names. I'm gonna be
Wasn't
honest.
Inception a really confusing
No,
film?
it was
Oh,
not.
I heard it's
if
very
you
confusing.
pay attention while watching it,
It's just not that good of a movie.
Tenet is
Oh,
a confusing
Tenet.
movie.
Tenet was the confusing
Fuck
one.
I
Tenet,
didn't watch
bro.
it because
I haven't
that's
watched
Tenet
those.
shit. Anyways, so that's
Now.
8. That's all of that's it for round 2. So now we're down to our
Whoa.
final 4, which means it's time for
Nice.
it's time
That
for
was
round.
really great.
What the fuck are you laughing at, Zane?
Will gave me like a Jim from The Office look.
It's a fucking banger of a transition.
Yeah, I just saw these two like jam out, and Will's just like,
Yeah.
Can I be proud of my work, please?
I'm proud of you too.
Thank you.
be proud of
Of
your work.
course
but
she
Will
is.
won't be.
First up, all right. First up, we got fantasy v sci-fi.
Dang it.
Oh, bro.
I'm going sci-fi.
Me too.
Sci-fi? Cool.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would say that, but fantasy is fantastic. Love fantasy. Sci-fi any day.
Sci-fi.
I want to say sci-fi, but I feel like I'm unqualified to say either one of these, so I will watch more sci-fi films
Okay.
moving forward.
Sci-fi films. Sci-fi.
That's not fair. We pointed it
planted that
out.
seed.
Let's just
We
point it
planted that
out every
seed.
time
We'll
now.
put it- Well, we need to get like in
feel
the,
like
in the
we've said
video.
films,
we
though.
need a film count in the like the top right
that'd be,
corner.
who's gonna edit that?
All the time. Jacob's gonna edit that.
Jacob is gonna edit that. Jacob, that's a lot of work for you.
Not really.
All right,
I
Allie,
say it quite
say
a lot.
films. Say films.
Film.
All right, think all those
I love
films.
film.
Six,
I am a
7,
filmmaker.
8,
I like to watch
Filmography.
films.
9. I could do this all
Film.
day. 10. All right, we're capping it off there.
All right.
Comedy. Comedy versus adventure.
Comedy.
I'm going adventure.
Comedy.
I fucking love a good adventure movie, bro. Indiana Jones just makes my heart.
Indiana Jones and Lord of the Rings are better than any comedy movie ever made.
Okay. All right. That's
a fact.
Okay. I there's a lot of really good comedy
What's the
movies
best
out
comedy
there.
movie?
Comedy
I know your answer.
What do you think my answer is?
Big Lebowski.
All right, shit. He didn't
Okay,
know my
I'm
answer.
conflicted because I like comedy drama.
Dramedy.
I can't just do-
Dramedy.
Okay.
I like dramedy too, actually.
I like dramedy. And
Wait,
so
like
that's why
what?
I'm
Like what?
advocating.
What's an
I
example?
love
Lucy.
Lady Bird.
Oh, Lady Bird.
There's no
Booksmart.
comedy movie that's better than Return of the King. I promise
What's
you.
Return of the King?
Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
Okay.
Well,
Second one.
I've never seen Return of the King.
Yeah, can you
so
speak,
that's
our,
a-
lang- can
that's
we-
a
can you speak our
problem.
language for a second?
Okay, fine. Take Raiders of the Lost Ark. There's no comedy movie that's better than that.
I feel like
Name one.
fuck. Why
Name
are all the
one.
movies coming out
I
of
know.
my mind
I'm
right
trying
now?
to think of other ones.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Oh fuck. Okay. Will, you kind of got me there. But
Yeah.
the comedy as a genre, it's just so warming,
We're
bro.
basing this off of
It's just like
genres, not
you're
off
up
specific
late at night.
films.
You're on you're on the Nickelodeon channel, and they're playing like some I don't know poopy ass like 90s comedy movie, but you love it, right?
You know
Love it as a
what?
kid.
No.
Sitcom.
No.
Sitcom.
What about it?
I freaking love sitcoms. I do.
I hate sitcoms.
Sitcoms were good as a kid.
Sitcoms are. I like sitcoms.
No, you got. Oh my god! But with the I
Are
love
you talking about sitcoms
sitcoms.
with like the laughing track? Because I hate that.
No, that's
There's
different.
more than
There's
that.
I
so
don't-
much
yeah,
more.
I don't
to
like
that.
those.
No, I don't like those either.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's super
Bro,
super bad
The
comedy.
Amazing World of Gumball.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Holy shit, love that.
Will is losing
Doesn't
his
matter.
mind.
It's not better
just
than Return of the
compared-
King.
Well, I've never seen Return of the King, so
And that's
Yeah.
a problem.
okay. Well, you
Only
can make
one
it a problem if
person
you want,
on
but
this
if I
table has
can't
seen Return of the
read,
King.
Adventure is not
It's
Lord of
white.
the Rings.
I
Will.
can't read.
Yes, it is.
What?
No, I'm saying not all of Adventure is Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
that's true.
Also, didn't
Okay,
we qualify
but it still
Lord
has
of-
the best movies.
But it's more fantasy, isn't it?
If you were to do a top 20
what-
of comedy movies and adventure movies, majority would be adventure.
Actually, wait. Can we do that? Who has a phone here?
I
Nope.
have a phone.
I just reached.
Can Allie, you have your phone?
Yes.
What do you
Okay,
mean? How would we
what
do
is
that?
just an
You
adventure
look up
movie?
top 20 adventure movies. You look up Allie. You look up top 10 comedy movies.
Wait, why? Shouldn't we do top movies?
10? Top 10?
Top like 10 movies, and then see which ones are comedy and which ones are adventure.
No, do top 20.
Top 10 comedy movies.
I
of
just
all
want to
time.
I just want to weigh
Oh,
out
like
the best of
Top
each.
20 or top 10?
It doesn't fucking
Let's do
matter.
10. Let's do 10.
just do
20 is
10.
too much.
10, yeah,
Okay.
20. We're gonna sit
Okay.
through it and
Okay,
be here
here
all
we
fucking
go.
day.
I'll just look at the top 10 of this top 20
Okay.
list.
So they don't have any top 10. They have the 25 best
Holy
comedy
shit.
movies.
All right, just look up that. All right, Allie, go first. Read off some comedies.
Okay, wait. Just like from like number 1.
Yeah, read
or-
up number 1, descending down.
Okay.
Talking to the mic.
Hold on. I gotta scroll.
You can scroll with the microphone.
Oh shoot! It's all the old ones. Okay.
Well, that's not a bad
Okay.
thing.
Young Frankenstein.
A fantastic fucking movie, man.
What's
That's
your-
a perfect movie. Young Frankenstein. Have you
I
seen
have
it, Will?
not seen that yet.
I have not seen that.
Have you seen Young Frankenstein, Will? You're giving me a look like I'm fucking weird for saying that's a perfect movie.
1974.
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
No, that is.
Oh, that's the year.
from the-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the year. Doctor
Okay.
Strangelove.
I can just go off my head.
Friday.
Doctor Strangelove
Okay.
is a great movie.
That's
Friday.
That's really weird.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Monty Python and the
okay,
life of
wait a minute.
and the life of Brian, bro. Have you seen Life of Brian? Fucking Airplane, bro. Holy
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
All right, Will, speak your piece.
Yeah, Airplane's number 8,
Speak
by the
my
way.
piece.
Yeah, go.
Dude, we're only at 8 with
All
Airplane.
of the Star Wars, all of the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, dude.
All of the-
No. All
Yes.
of the Star Wars?
Those
Absolutely.
those are all
What are you
adventure
talking
movies.
All
about?
of the Star Wars?
Is there one Star Wars that's not an
Prequels
adventure
and
movie?
sequels?
Okay,
Oh, wait. Oh, you mean
sequels-
just adventure? Oh, okay. I thought you meant like they're good. They're like all of them are good.
They're
No,
not
the
all
sequels are
good.
terrible.
Yeah. Actually, unpopular opinion.
You like the prequels?
No, I was gonna say The Force Awakens was pretty good, and I think The Last Jedi would have been a great movie if it was standalone.
Is it unpopular?
No, it's
Say Force
terrible.
Awakens is
The
good.
Last Jedi as its own movie, I like it, but
No.
it's shit in the Star Wars canon.
So it's terrible.
okay. I literally said I prefaced my statement
but-
with
but
if
still.
it was a standalone
Still.
movie.
Yeah, if it was a standalone, because they murder Finn's character. They're like they
It's-
set him back.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they
He's
also
like-
have Luke Skywalker completely wrong.
Yeah. I just think if it was its
It's like
own
the
movie,
most-
If it was like a regular fantasy adventure.
if they made The
sci-fi
Last
adventure.
Jedi, they changed nothing about the story beats. They just changed all the characters, and they just changed like all the characters' names. If you took The Last Jedi and just made it its own movie, I would like that movie. Why are you looking at me like I'm speaking fucking tongues?
No, you make
guess.
sense. You make sense.
But that's just not.
It's not the reality we live in.
Yeah.
I was just saying, that's why I started my statement with, I know I'm in the minority here,
You're not wrong.
but I would have
I
liked
don't.
it.
I don't really like Star Wars.
Okay.
I
So-
haven't even seen Star Wars.
See,
This whole
is the
time I
problem.
kind of zoned out.
Film majors, they don't see anything.
No,
Star,
no.
Star Wars is okay.
I watched the doc.
It's just. It's okay.
It's okay.
No,
Okay, all right, you're gonna fucking.
Have you
Let's talk about
have you
all of
seen
Star
them?
Wars.
Dude, Will's
Kenneth, you're
face
a
is
film
red
major.
right now.
as a whole, it's more okay than great.
Will's face
Okay.
is red right now. Will's about to throw hands, bro.
Star Wars is kind of a mid franchise. I'm not gonna
Will
lie.
has a fist. He was making a fist with his right hand.
Star Wars is like
mid-franchise.
I can see
the
a
worst.
vein.
Star Wars is like the worst of sci-fi.
It's quite possibly the most famous franchise of all
That
time.
doesn't make it good.
That's true.
It kind of does because
it
it is.
It's
World War
definitely
II is popular. That's not good.
What?
Oh my god.
Fuck kind of
You
comparison is
guys.
that?
Just
job,
because
Kenneth.
something's well known doesn't make it good.
Star What the fuck? Star Wars.
Oh my god.
So Star Wars is popular. So is World War II. You think just because everyone knows Star Wars, it's good? Everyone knew Hitler, bro. Everyone knew Hitler.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying you can't base it on fame because then
Okay, well, it's not just on
I
fame.
can.
They're famous because they're really good fucking movies.
Yeah.
maybe at the back in the time when Jaws was scary. Jaws is not scary, man.
No, but what,
You
what
as
are
a
you
film
talking
major
about?
should understand how
Dude,
revolutionary the first 3 released were.
I could recognize they're revolutionary, but they're just
And
like
the
in now
story
in
is
today's
so
context.
good. Darth Vader's the best villain of all time.
He's a cool villain. It's not the best story.
I didn't say it was the best story.
It's,
I
not-
just-
it's
literally
a
said it's
pretty
the best
basic
story.
story. It's the
It's a
whole
it's
thing.
basic
not
story.
a basic
Yeah, the
story.
script.
Have you heard of the hero's journey, Will?
Yeah, but still, it's not a basic story.
The first movie and all 3 movies, if you watch them back to
Okay,
back,
fine, but
is
it's
just
still-
the
it's
hero's
still
journey.
elevated by
It's just
everything
because
else.
That is the best world building I've probably ever seen in a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
And the
because it's still
effects?
being built. All of these years later, it's
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal. It's great. The practical effects for the time. Continue.
Oh, well, I watched a documentary. There's a
Oh.
docu-series. It's weird. I haven't watched all of Star Wars, but I watched that.
The making of Star Wars.
Yes, they literally talked about the company that they invented for Star Wars. Really great. I'm on your side, Will. Why are you looking at me like I'm?
I'm just angry in general
so
right now.
are you?
Okay.
so,
Okay.
so you're for adventure.
Absolutely.
And you're for
any
adventure.
day of the
No,
week.
You're for comedy.
I'm for comedy.
What are you for?
We just
God.
sidetracked.
Comedy.
Dang it,
Comedy.
guys.
wait,
That's such a bad decision.
No, I haven't made my mind yet.
Great.
I haven't made up my mind.
We haven't finished talking about comedy.
What the fuck? If I say adventure, we're just gonna be talking about this more.
Okay, wait.
Good.
I have another point to bring up.
I can
We're
swim
on
them.
7 minutes right now for this one.
That's fine. It's a good topic.
Fine.
Let's go.
Fine. Allie, what were you gonna say?
Comedy has been around for so long, okay? Kenneth and I are in the same art of cinema class. That is literally how they started kind of cinema, doing those shorts. You know, I feel like adventure, especially with recent technological advances, has been more prevalent. But comedy is it was one of the fundamental parts of society and how we
Can't say that.
Okay, well, Jacob was in a class where you can't say
It's all
society.
right. It's all right.
Society. I said it.
Well, you're pissing me off.
Society
I'm
counter.
sorry.
Society.
You got 2 society.
But you know, it's a fundamental part of society, how we operate, how we function, and like we need comedy. It's honestly a necessity. And adventure.
What?
I'm so confused.
It's
So
got
are you
its
arguing
fingers.
for comedy?
Yes.
Okay.
It's got its fingers in everything.
It's got his fingers.
Comedy is
Call
balls
back.
deep in
Oh my
every movie,
Call back.
bruh.
God.
Call
no,
back.
guys. It's adventure. Please.
Will.
Comedy is good, but it's not as good, iconic, and it doesn't have as much
Adventure
good
got
movies.
Nah.
Yes, Kenneth.
I don't know. I just.
Well,
it is-
comedy. There's a handful of good ones, and then there's a lot of bad ones.
A lot of bad ones. There's
Yeah.
a lot of bad
there's-
ones.
and
Yeah, that's true. But
But
See, you just agreed with what the heck.
cut that out, please.
So we I don't understand. Are we like voting on comedy for like the 50 good ones there are?
Shit.
comedy, folks. That was comedy.
That was comedy.
That's literally.
Look, we would not exist without comedy.
we wouldn't.
We would be in a
Yeah.
cave banging
This-
stones together.
That is true.
We would
Will.
be at a much worse place if there was no adventure movies.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but comedy is so fundamental
Yes.
in everything, bro.
It's fundamental in this friend
It's
group.
got its fingers.
Like,
it's
got its, you know, it's
That's comedy.
massaging, bro. Oh my god,
Comedy's literally in everything you see, like especially as a kid.
Yes. All of like
Will-
DCOM
No.
and like
DCOM?
Disney series.
No.
Oh, yeah,
Disney
no.
I
Channel
don't think
original movies.
Will's ever laughed. That's probably why he's not arguing for this. Look at Will.
Is he a Grinch?
I'm not a Grinch.
Is he a little Grinch?
He's so mad right now.
Because this is like stupid.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you
Will
Grinch.
is so mad. Will,
Will.
seriously, bro. Will's probably gonna make me sleep on the couch tonight if there was a couch.
So the floor.
Will just make me sleep on the floor. Or what? Yeah, okay, can't not be comedy. Will?
Yes, it can. Why can't it?
Because what's one action movie that doesn't have
Action?
adventure movie that doesn't have comedy as a fundamental part of its nature?
Is a fundamental?
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
well,
it's
even
nature?
an
Lord of the
innate
Rings.
part of the name.
Well, I've
What?
never seen Lord of the Rings, so that doesn't apply to me. Name another.
Star Wars isn't
Star
really
Wars.
that funny.
It's not fundamentally funny.
I think Star Wars has some aspects.
It's
of
good.
comedy.
Allie,
never seen
Allie,
Star
Allie,
Wars.
Allie,
The one I was gonna
Star Wars is
preface the
goofy,
one
but
I've
it's not
seen.
funny.
Allie, name 4 characters in Star Wars.
Princess Leia, Darth Vader.
Dark Vader.
My point has been proven.
No,
Dark Vader.
I had trouble pronouncing things earlier in the episode. Okay,
That's not a pronunciation
okay.
thing.
Darth.
That's just
Darth Vader, and shoot. Hold on.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry. It's been a long day. I've been on set. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay. Wait. Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah.
That's a character. That's my
an
favorite
actor.
Star Wars character. Harrison Ford's my favorite.
I love
All right.
that they call
wait.
it. Hey,
So,
Harrison.
Big
No,
clarifying.
wait,
I
stop,
cannot
stop,
speak on
stop,
Star
stop.
Wars.
I think I have to. I think I'm going. I'm going to say adventure too.
What?
But
No,
Thank
no,
you.
no,
But
no.
hey, can
We were getting him, Kenneth.
Can we? Okay, no,
Yes.
I'm not denying the fact that comedy is of such a fundamental nature. But Will brought up a lot of good points, and I'm just thinking about it, and I'm just so much. Can we get a tiebreaker here?
No,
Can
no,
we-
wait.
Yeah, whose argument has been better?
Comedy.
No,
It's-
no. We're not doing it based on arguments being better. We're doing it based off of what's the best genre.
No, wait.
Yes, waiting.
I just feel like comedy is like it's what brings people together. It unites people. Sure, can it be divisive? Yeah, we're not going down that route. It brings us together.
So does adventure.
Okay, rooted in comedy.
Uh huh.
No.
It can be.
Comedy
can be.
Comedy's
have
in
not seen
everything
adventure
we
movies.
do.
Okay. Can we?
You
Can
don't
we
see
please?
adventure. You don't see.
Ken, name some adventure movies
Oh my God.
Lord of the Rings.
We've been arguing
Star
about this for
Wars.
like
that
a
you've
half
seen. That
I've
you've seen.
Lord of the Rings, Star Wars.
You have not seen Lord of the Rings.
I saw the first one.
Guys, we're doing a tiebreaker, bro. We're
right, who's
fucking.
in
Okay,
Sorry,
what
running
is
out of
our
time.
You guys
what does
better
our
get this
audience
right.
believe?
Who wants to go? Who wants to be tiebreaker?
No, wait. I think we should just
three of
poll
them
the
can do
whole
it.
audience.
The 3 of them can do it.
All
We
right.
already have. We're already the same. So
Comedy.
I'm adventure.
Your comedy.
Oh my
All right.
God, that is
Outnumbered.
dumb.
All right.
Kenneth,
That
we
is
did it.
we
We
did
did
it.
it.
We fought it.
The council has spoken.
can I explain this?
Okay, Jake. Come here.
Yeah.
Yeah, please do.
Do you want to explain?
Jay
this
is explaining his
one?
stance.
Adventure.
Okay, I am a huge fan of Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell. And like I do understand what you guys are saying about like adventure and all that, but Lord of the Rings is mostly fantasy one, so you can't keep
Yeah.
on using that.
No.
Will is
No.
really upset right now.
Yes, it's all about
leg-
fantasy.
it's legit a
Also,
movie
there is,
about an adventure.
I actually saw Lord of the Rings and Hobbit, so like they're stupid, but yeah. But I saw them. But
Yeah, I agree.
Legolas, I hear in the west, I feel in the east, or whatever whatever he said. Like,
Okay. Hold on. Your time is up. Your time is up, Jay.
That was a
Thank
terrible
you.
argument.
I voted for adventure, right? I
Good
want to
job.
I want to give my point, my saying. Okay, let me ask y'all this.
Oh, God.
All right, y'all talking about how comedy dips its hand in everything. And it's an element in every movie, right? So let me ask you this: would you rather get rid of every single adventure in every movie, or every single piece of comedy in every movie ever?
Adventure.
You'd get rid of adventure.
I would probably. I'd probably.
So you'd rather just have them
I'd
like
get rid of comedy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's
But-
so many good adventure movies that are way more.
Adventure is fundamental to the story. Comedy is fundamental for the.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a life.
But aren't we talking about genre? Isn't that what it all is? Like we're not.
Yeah.
Like so.
Yeah, but you
But
guys are
what we
talking about like the
enjoy-
elements in the movie, and you keep bringing up like how our friend group is built upon comedy. How
because
is that relevant to
it-
genres?
Well, a lot of ways.
Got her there.
No.
Anyways,
Comedy.
comedy
Oh
goes.
my-
Comedy goes.
We already
comedy
put
goes.
it.
Y'all are
Yeah.
still going comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all
Comedy,
wrong.
comedy goes on the board.
But Will, I tried.
We
We are
laugh
all-
at films together
Everyone's
that are
attention here. We are
comedic.
all watching Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds interesting. How?
Okay. That
Oh,
was
God.
the.
Are
That
we
was
gonna find 9 hours in the day?
I bet you
9
that was
hours.
probably the longest round 3 we have and ever will have.
Yeah.
There's not enough space.
Come. It just says come.
There's not enough space for the middle.
Come.
For our winner.
Yeah, for our bro. Why the fuck did you?
Just circle it. Just circle it.
Okay, yeah,
Be
just
fine.
circle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wow, this is crazy.
All right, guys, we are down to our last two, so that means you know what time it is.
Final round.
Let's do a quick recap. Will is in shambles.
Will-
I am also currently dreading the fact that I have to edit this. And how are Kenneth and Allie feeling?
I'm great.
I feel for Jacob for this next round because I think this is literally Jacob's identity.
What, sci-fi and comedy?
Yes.
How is sci-fi my identity?
I feel you're very passionate about sci-fi.
I love sci-fi, but it's just to call it my identity is a little bit of a. I mean,
Okay, maybe not your identity, but maybe your filmmaker identity. You have a lot of passions on either side of these.
this is a pretty easy pick for me, in my
Ooh.
opinion.
I
Me
bet
too.
Jacob's going to do sci-fi.
What, are you gonna say sci-fi?
Absolutely.
So where are you going,
no.
Jacob?
I was gonna say comedy, bro.
What? Really?
Why? Why?
Because
That's
okay,
surprising.
sci-fi's got so much imagination. Sci-fi. I wrote a whole ass paper on sci-fi.
Yeah.
I wrote my final paper on science fiction movies, bro. I comedy. It just makes me feel so good, bro.
It does.
It makes you feel so good.
Where were you?
Oh my God.
Where were you when we were talking about it making audiences feel good?
I think adventure should have won personally, but I do think comedy is better than sci-fi.
I think sci-fi is better.
Oh shoot.
Thank you, Kenneth.
No.
No,
you voted
I
adventure.
think-
I voted adventure.
This might be hypocritical, but I gotta go sci-fi on this.
Yeah,
Okay,
that is
all right,
kind
all
of
right.
hypocritical.
I don't know.
What the heck, Kenneth? Are you kidding me?
Because look,
Kenneth's the most disloyal.
I love sci-fi settings. I just don't love adventure or adventure settings.
Well, in like a majority of sci-fi movies, there's adventure.
No,
Will.
it's mostly crime or something else.
What?
Mostly crime.
Dude, Blade Runner? That's crime. That's murder. Okay, that's mystery.
So,
That's more mystery,
so
actually.
mostly, name like 10 sci-fi movies that have crime.
Blade Runner. 10?
Dude,
10 is crazy.
Kenneth's never seen 10 sci-fi
Blade
movies.
Runner, Blade
said
Runner,
mostly.
Akira, Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, you
That's
said
three?
mostly.
That's three.
The 30%.
Let me think.
Oh.
Okay, wait, Will. What's your favorite sci-fi movie? Not the best.
Why are we beefing with each other?
What's your favorite?
Are we agreeing?
What?
I thought we were friends.
They're on the same team.
We were friends.
You should be the
doing
one
that to
asking that
Kenneth?
We're
question.
not beefing. We're just getting a lively debate. Okay. What's my favorite sci-fi movie?
Yes.
If we classify Lord of the Rings as a sci-fi movie.
It's no, it's not
Science
at all.
fiction?
That is not science
I guess,
fiction.
yeah, that's not true.
That's
Why
fantasy.
are you putting it in every single category, Will?
Empire then.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Empire what?
Okay. Allie.
Just kidding. It's Empire Strikes Back, I think.
Oh
Which
my
empire?
God, I was like,
Empire
actually
State
about
of
to walk
Mind.
out. Oh my God.
I don't know which empire though. I actually don't know the answer to that.
Will. Whoa. Hey, whoa.
Bo,
Calm down.
I'm just.
He's meditating.
are you blessing me?
He's praying.
You're praying.
He's praying. Allie, what are you saying?
Okay.
I know.
I was never really engaged with sci-fi.
Okay.
There it is.
I like comedy.
So we're saying comedy, y'all are saying sci-fi?
Yep. Can we argue why though?
Well, okay.
Obviously, yeah, we are gonna.
Well, I'm just
Okay, no, comedy is just it's comedy is definitely a frictionless transition to life and then watching a movie. Sci-fi is definitely something you have to sit down and pay attention to. It isn't a bad thing, but it
It's a
definitely
great
requires
thing.
more. It requires a little more work. And I'm a lazy bitch. Comedy is just so easy to just put on and lay back and have a nice evening.
And
also,
even-
but
oh.
then you,
Is
like,
that not true, Will?
It's like fast food, right?
But that doesn't. I don't think that makes
I
it a
think
better genre. I
that's my
actually think it
personal-
makes it a
Yeah,
worse
That's
genre.
my personal.
Right, it's your personal like preference and opinion and experience. I would also say though that comedy is like, why is Will
Nothing.
What's
You
about
just-
to blow up?
It's just about to detonate.
Yeah.
I will say though, comedy also like Chunking Express. Like I wouldn't first think of that to be a comedy film.
No, it has comedy elements.
But it has comedy elements, and arguably those were some pretty good moments. I think you could find it in anything.
Okay, but I think we need to start separating, or we not start because we were kind of doing it before. But it's definitely, this is an important one. We need to distinct movies that have elements of comedy versus straightforward comedy movies.
Pretty much
Like the comedy
everything has
genre.
elements
Well,
of
you can
comedy.
say, what would
we
you
need to
think
argue
does?
the
Everything does
genre
have
of
elements.
comedy when it's the main genre.
Okay.
What would you
of
say,
the
like
movie.
rom-coms? Like,
That's I would
That
say
That's
rom-com
romantic
romance.
comedy.
Yeah, but
So it's
rom-
but
not-
see, they're built around
they're
comedy
built
too.
around
You're-
comedy.
You're writing that with
Romance
comedy.
can be
into
in
it.
I would
anything.
never I would never name a single rom-com movie as one of the greats.
Ran out of storage on this one.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
I can sub it in.
All right,
Alright.
changing out our cameras.
Okay, I gotta get trying to as Zane says, cook. Get
Get to
Bake?
cooking.
Let's hear it.
Get to
Cook.
cooking. Make a stats
Okay.
for comedy.
Okay, wait. So you said comedy is a genre,
A main genre.
as a main genre.
No movies that have elements.
Okay, I'm going back to TV with this. I
Okay.
think I like sitcoms. Abbott Elementary. You got Superstore. You got literally most of NBC's TVs. You got. I mean, The Office. I have not watched that.
There's
Which arguably is a. I guess people really like that.
Okay, so this is but this is again, this is like personal preference.
It is, but
Because I wouldn't name
But
any
isn't-
of those movies as like some of the greats.
no.
You know,
But-
shows. I'm sorry.
But I don't think that wasn't the idea of greats being within genres. I think I would approach this as like elements of genre.
Mm.
You
Yeah,
know?
because we just talked about social.
No,
Network.
you're right.
Right.
It's a great movie, but
Um,
like, yeah.
No, and I don't think it has to be great in order to reach an audience.
I think sci-fi is, it's kind of, I guess the great thing about sci-fi to me and why I'm so passionate about it is because it reaches all quadrants. It requires a lot of imagination, but the definition of sci-fi is being grounded in reality.
Humanity.
And sci-fi's also got plenty. It totally conquers drama, and it conquers comedy, and it conquers social commentary. Hell, we got sci-fi horror, and it's just, I mean, sci-fi. It is versatile in the same way that comedy is, but it's a lot more.
more so.
It's more so.
Yeah.
It's more so. It's got its own thing. Comedy, if something were just to stand alone on comedy, it would sort of break. But sci-fi is something that works very well with all of these subgenres, but also has its own two legs to stand on.
Wait, so are you on
So
sci-fi or
you're
comedy?
changing your vote.
I think I'm changing my vote.
Sci-fi.
Thank
Well,
you.
I am outnumbered, and I don't know. I'm still team comedy. I guess.
Well, also, you haven't really watched them. Sci-fi
No, but
movies.
even like the genre itself, I'm not sitting there going, I am in the mood to watch a sci-fi film.
You're in the mood to watch comedy.
I'm in, no, it's, and to Jacob's point, I don't personally really enjoy strictly comedy. I find they're not really I won't get into it, but they're probably not really my target audience. I'm probably not the target audience for some of that. I'd have to probably go to a more like independent film in order to watch comedy that I enjoy, which is true. Jacob, why are you looking at the cameras? I'm scared. I think that means that started to sound pretentious. But I basically will say this. Most comedy, like the 2000s comedy, like The Hangover, that's just a bunch of dudes on the screen. Give me comedy centered around women, around the female experience.
Are you saying that those movies don't exist?
They do exist. That's
You
what
just
I'm
want more of
saying.
them.
Yeah, and they're mostly in like more like lesser known spheres instead of like what's big and what's trending, I guess.
I would
But-
say sci-fi has a lot more female representation. So is that an
Sci-fi
argument
just
for
has more
sci-fi?
everything.
I get.
Did we do final round?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we
did.
did.
Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
was really worried about that. Okay, so in that case, I guess
Sci-fi.
Zane, circle sci-fi on the board.
Thank you. Adventure should have won.
What?
I'm not surprised.
But
sci-fi.
people do really enjoy
not.
sci-fi. Like
Okay.
a
Kidding me?
lot of
Yeah.
people do.
No, yeah,
It's like-
sci-fi's
it's
fucking
iconic.
fantastic.
Sci-fi's great.
It's
Sci-fi's
iconic, and I
fantastic.
think people. I also think that's kind of coming back around. I feel like.
Okay,
Wow.
so sci-fi is the genre that came out on top, I guess.
Woo.
In that case, Will, you got anything else to say?
No. Adventure should
shoulda
have won.
I feel like every episode is just blank should have won. Okay, Kenneth, you got anything to say?
I don't really.
That's
No,
enough.
I just.
Okay.
No. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
I am not a hypocrite for going to sci-fi. instead of comedy, because sci-fi and adventure are two different things. Even though we were kind of arguing that there's always adventure in sci-fi. I don't think that's true.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
Did you?
All right. Save it for the pod.
I didn't say that.
Top 10 arguments on.
Okay, so I guess with that being said, this wraps it up for the night. This was quite a long night, and we got an early morning tomorrow. So we'll catch y'all next week. Good night.